An all-in-one houseplant formulation that doesn't require pH adjustment. Yes, it is finally here. Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. I know it has been a very long time. I have been working on so many projects, collaborations, trips that I cannot wait to share with you. But one of the projects that I've been working for, I guess the last 2 to 3 years is where I was just been dreaming is finally happening, is finally done. I just been dreaming of making a media formulation for houseplants that has everything on it. Everything, the micro, macros, vitamins, plant growth regulators, everything on it, including the pH, or including the pH calibration. So the media is already buffer. There is no need to calibrate the pH. So that's something that I've just been dreaming. And thanks to the acquisition of formerly known as Kayson Labs, Plant Cell Technology acquired Kayson Labs, now we have the capabilities of formulating any media formulation that we want. Any media formulation that I can just think of, we can now make it. And that's something that I just been dreaming, because I believe that the house plants or any plants, we can make better medias for better media formulations for different plants. So when it comes to the house plants, we have been relying on, like, let's say, like general media that we have been using, like MS media, and just changing the hormones, and we get pretty decent results. But I believe that we can make it better. We can make media formulations like these house plants media formulations that are better suited for not for multiplication and for rooting, not just the hormones. Because just changing the hormones, yes, it can work. However, we know that different stages plants need different nutrients. So this is it. These media formulations, we have houseplant media formulation for multiplication and houseplant rooting. And let me show you the results that we got. So these are some of the plants that I've been growing in this media. This is the houseplant multiplication, and you can see the growth of these plants. I mean, this media works very well, both in like solid and liquid form. This is vanilla, so we have different types of plants, but I know this media is good formulated for like philodendrons, monsteras, alocasias, syngoniums, begonias, all of these kind of plants. This is a philodendron domesticum. I have some different philodendrons. Now we have two different types of media. We have both the multiplications. I mean, you can see these plants are doing very well, and we also have rooting. So we also have some plants growing in rooting, and we can see some pretty good rooting on some of these plants. This is also rooting, and we see some pretty decent roots forming. Now this media formulation, again, for the longest time we have just been using MS and just changing the hormones to go from multiplication to rooting. These media formulations are not MS. These media formulations are completely made from scratch, where we dedicated like the nutrients. We look into the research, and we found, okay, what is the best, or what are those nutrients that the plants need the most during the multiplication and during the rooting stage. And these two media formulations are completely different, not just from MS, but they are completely different from each other. They are completely different nutrients and hormones. Now this media is so simple to make, so let me show you. Alright, so let me show you how to make the media and just show you like the difference. You can even see the difference in color and consistency in texture, because they are completely different formulations. So this is the multiplication, and this is the rooting media. And again, this has all the micronutrients, the sugar, the sucrose, the hormones. Everything is in here except for gelling agent and ppm, of course. So I have going to make 1 liter of media. So I have about 950 milliliters of media, and I just going to take my powder, and I just going to slowly add it into the media, just like that, and just kind of real time kind of check this out to see how long does it take to dissolve. You can kind of see it like the the steer bar doing its job, and you can see that it's now getting clear. So this media is the way we mesh and we formulate the medias. We have very high quality control, where we mesh at a very high standard. So it's very fine powder. So with that makes the media dissolve so much quicker. And you can see now it's pretty much almost fully dissolved. You just have to wait for a moment, just almost there. What I can do next is I can just turn the stirrer off, add a bit of extra water to the 100 or to the 1000 milliliter mark. So now I have 1 liter. I'm going to turn this once again. And again, I told you that we don't need to calibrate the pH, but let me show you. So I just want to use my pH meter to show you what is the pH of this media. So let me just really quickly rinse my pH probe while we have the media dissolving. All right. So I'm going to turn on my pH meter. You can see on the camera. It's very hard to see on the camera. There we go. There we go. So now let's check the pH of the media. Look at that. Look at that, the pH. It's perfect. It will stay around there between like 5.7 to like 5.7576, around that area. Kind of, it's going to vary a little bit depending on your water, but on my water usually stay around this. So yeah, that's it. Like this, that was so easy. Like it only took me like measure the powder, add it to the water, dissolve it, and I'm done. It's set. The only thing I will have to do is add the ppm, and if I wanted to make this a solid media, then I will add my favorite gelling agent, which you can add any gelling agent that you want. You can use agar, you can use gelling gum, but my personal favorite is gesso gel. This is my personal favorite gelling agent. It's called a gesso gel. It is a low azo gelling gum. It gives a really clear gel, but also gives you very good control with high pH hadricity. So this is one of this is my favorite gelling agent, and it's actually cheaper than agar. So make sure you can check it out at plantcelltechnology.com. Well, this media is done. It's set. I'm going to set it to the side. Actually, I need a stir bar. Turn this off. I want to mix the routine media next. So again, I just want to turn on the stirrer. I have my routine media powder right here, already pre-measured, and then I just add it straight into the bottle. You see how quick dissolves. This one dissolves even quicker. Have a little bit of residue on my whey boat, so I just want to go ahead and add a little bit of water. It's fully dissolved now. Alright, so we are at 1000 milliliters, fully dissolved. Let's check the pH. Look at that. It's perfect. It's perfect what I needed. So you see, this is the easiest plant tissue culture media ever, and I'm very excited because again, both of these medias are formulated for houseplants, and especially formulated for multiplication and rooting stage. So there is no need to add anything else. You don't need to add any hormones. The only thing that you need to add is ppm. If you need ppm, and gelling agent if you want solid media. But if you want liquid media, all you have to do is just mix it and you are set. You're ready to go. Here are some of the plants growing in multiplication media, and you can see this container is packed. I mean, I'm really proud. I'm really happy with the outcome of this media. It has been a long journey, a lot of like work that went into this with the media formulation. That I'm so proud because this is my own media formulation, and yeah, something that we come out where it's like this is the easiest tissue culture media to use to make. And yeah, again, like you can see, the gel is super clear. I'm using gel and gum in this case, but you can use any gelling agent, agar, gel and gum, gesso gel, whatever you prefer. And yes, I'm so proud of the team where we were able to make this media. And if you are interested, go check plantcelltechnology.com.
Videos, make sure to follow us on social media for more informative content. And if you are interested on conducting your own tissue culture experiments, make sure to check us out at plantcelltechnology.com for all the products you need to get started. Use code FP10 for 10% off on your first purchase.